Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
The truth shall set you free.
You can't handle the truth.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
That's not how the Force works. Oh, really? Your call?
I'm gonna make him an offer again.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Hasta la vista, baby.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
Hello and welcome to the Creative Control Movie Podcast, and thank you for joining us on this special Christmas episode. So joining me from today's team, we have Neil and Sacha. Welcome, gentlemen. How are you doing?
We're good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I was just checking myself, actually. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say Christmas now, or can I say Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas?
If you can say humbug, you say Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So what we've done is we're just having a little bit of a fun episode towards the end of the year because if you haven't checked it out, we've already done our top 10 Christmas movies list last year. So, go ahead, check that out. Again, it's on YouTube and all our podcast platforms. And but even during that debate, there was talk about what quantifies and what qualifies as a Christmas movie. And obviously every year you have those people who say this isn't, and we just thought, what is a Christmas movie? Is it a Christmas movie? So we're going to hit some of those most popular movies where people have debated about it, have a chat about it ourselves, and get to the root of what actually constitutes a Christmas movie. Right. So, I think there's only one place where we can start. And it is the movie that comes up time and time and again, which is Die Hard.
Street.
Yeah, that's it. It has to be Die Hard. And I think that, I don't know when the debate started. I don't know how it started. But what has been frustrating over the last couple of years is now they're bringing out that Comedy Central roast video of Bruce Willis, where he's like, Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. And it's like, the man said it himself, he's not. And it's like, it was a Comedy Central roast. B, do you not think he was saying that for the clicks and the fact of the tone of the show to get a reaction from the crowd? It's like, come on. But yeah, for me, it always has been a Christmas movie. The writer has said it is a Christmas movie.
The director said it's
a Christmas movie. It's based at a Christmas Eve party in a building. It just so happens to have action in it. So, gentlemen, what's your take?
It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, right? Standard.
You know what it is? By every metric, because obviously you have to have certain metrics to say whether or not something is or isn't a Christmas movie, right? By every metric, Die Hard's a Christmas movie. What is it set at Christmas? Yes. Mm-hmm. Does it have things that can only happen because it happens at Christmas?
Yeah.
Yes. Does it embody, even thinly, the spirit of Christmas? Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. I was like, you're sold. It's a Christmas movie.
Right.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Come on now. if he did that, if he did that on the 4th of July, it'd be a different story.
That's it. And I think what seems crazy to me is like this whole thing about what constitutes a Christmas movie. Like Hallmark produce like over 100 movies a year, right, for Christmas. Okay. They're all the same movie. It's about two people falling in love at Christmas. But they're all Christmas movies. Take the Christmas element out, they're just love stories. So why can't we have an action movie? There's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. Sacha, go on.
The premise of Die Hard is about a guy who's trying to rekindle things with his wife to be with his family.
At Christmas.
Like that is the story. That is the basic premise of why he's in LA in the first place. They split up. It's the 80s. She didn't take the name, which caused the argument. And like he's going back to try and like sort it out, man. That's his motivation.
Movie with guns.
Yeah. They just add it. Just it just got a bit more complex with Hans Gruber and Carl and craziness.
Yeah, and the criminals time it because Christmas is a good time. There's less police out of the street, less people in the building, less security. It's all planned around that as well. So it's not just it just so happens to be Christmas. They planned it that way.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. And the thing is, when people say it's not a Christmas movie, I've never actually heard a give a reason as to why. Do you know what I mean?
It's an action movie.
Other than it's an action movie and it doesn't have Santa Claus in it. It's just like. Really? That's your argument?
Well, I guess they're looking for the Christmas spirit in it.
It's a love story. What's more Christmas than love?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a love between... You know what? It's really a love story between him and Al. The guy from Family Matters. That's what it's about, man. You know what? I was watching one of them reaction videos on Die Hard, right? And everyone who's fresh into it, has never seen Die Hard before, they fall in love with that relationship between him and Al. They're like, what, is number 2 a buddy cop movie where they work together? And I'm like, you know what? I want to see that Die Hard.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that. And I think, it's the different things you pick up on it on the rewatches, but it's interesting a lot of people pick up on that the first time round, because then when you first go into it, and it's depending what age I think you come into it as well, your main thing is about him in the villa. Yeah.
Actually, no, I wasn't 8. I was probably more like 12 or 11, but yeah.
And I'm sure the first time I watched it was probably just on TV, right? So it's just run at Christmas. So
ITV? No, it's ITV. Like Christmas.
Yeah, ITV or whatever it was called, Thames. Was it Thames at the time?
Thames Television. Yeah.
Thames Television. Yeah.
I just remember it as Channel 3.
Yeah.
ITV, I know it's ITV now.
Yeah. Okay, so if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, what does that make Die Hard 2?
A Christmas movie.
Another Christmas movie.
It's the same thing.
I mean,
is it even more Christmassy?
Yeah. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snows at the end. That's the end song. That's more of a Christmassy song than the other one.
Well, I mean, don't forget, Al sings "Let It Snow."
Oh yeah, true.
And there's more Christmas music in Die Hard 1 than in Die Hard 2.
Right?
You reckon?
There is, because there's the Christmas music. Obviously, when they're breaking in, there's the Christmas music played at the Christmas party. There's the Christmas music from Run DMC that what's his name, Argyle's listening to
in the car, right? Yeah.
Then there's Al singing "Let It Snow." There's a lot of Christmas music in that film.
That's another good shout. Okay. So do we think so are you guys ranking Die Hard the first over Die Hard 2 in terms of the Christmas movie rankings?
No. I still got to give it to Die Hard 1.
No, that's what I mean. So do you put Die Hard 1 above Die Hard 2? Not as a movie, but just from a Christmas factor.
Just from a Christmas standpoint, yeah.
Yeah, I think you know what? Think about it. Yeah, I'd give 1 over 2. Well, I'd give 1 over 2 anyway. But you know what? Die Hard 2 is a really special one because that used to be the worst movie for a real long time, and now it's not. It's one of the greats.
It's in top 3.
What it done is it elevated it as a trilogy. You know what I mean? So it really did.
If you're old enough to remember that. But, mind you know what? I don't have a problem with Die Hard 4, okay? I actually really enjoy that one and still enjoy that one. Yeah. But that 5th one, oh my God, how could they end that series on that?
What Die Hard 4 is to me, what Die Hard 4 is to me is like the Batman Forever. It's kind of the Batman but it's really pushing the envelope in terms of what's there. Because the essence is Die Hard, like the guy in the place at the time, but then you've got the motorcycle stunts, you've got him jumping on a fighter jet, and it's just taking it to that next level. And he was the cop who was just running around with his bare feet. Yeah. Now he's like this guy who just cannot die no matter what he does. But the other one, he seemed like Lucky Escapes. So it just kind of pushes it to the end, but a lot of that is forgiven because of for the next one. So.
Because then you're like this guy's Superman, clearly.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of the issue with it. But hey, that is Die Hard. So Die Hard, it is a Christmas movie. Right, next up, we have Batman Returns.
Christmas movie.
So for those of you who don't know, you probably watched the Halloween episodes and know that every October, like from the first of the month to the end of the month, Neil watches a Halloween movie every single day for the month. He does that for December as well. So he does watch a Christmas movie every day for the month. And I know that Batman Returns has been on his watch list, so I know he believes it is a Christmas movie.
Don't think it ain't coming up in this week.
Yeah, I mean, and there's reasons you cannot argue about it. It is set at Christmas. You have the Christmas lights turning on at the Christmas tree in Gotham. You have the Christmas parade going on. You know, it has those treads all the way through the movie. So, you know, Neil, I'll let you stamp your point. Why is it a Christmas movie?
It is a Christmas movie because, as you said, right, it takes place at Christmas. The metric, as our listeners or viewers will learn, if a movie takes place at Christmas or has a significant or major plot point that takes place at Christmas, i.e., you know, the finale of the movie is at Christmas, or the events, you know, run through Christmas, it can get a shout, because we're gonna get to a movie later on down the line that I'm like, if you're saying Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, you can't count this one either. When I say it, it's gonna hurt some people, right? But yes, Batman Returns. Okay, so it's set during Christmas. There are whole sequences based around the fact that it's Christmas. You have the Christmas tree, the lighting of the Christmas tree. That happens twice, because the first time it gets wrecked. You have, in fact, both times get wrecked, right? You also have the fact that the finale, the plan of the Penguin is to kidnap all the children in Gotham. It's a spoiler, but I mean, let's face it, this film came out in the 90s. If you ain't watched it, that's on you. Right? His plan is to steal the children of Gotham whilst all of the parents are at a Christmas party.
Yep.
And also, the last line in the film is Merry Christmas.
Yes. That's a very good shout. Sacha, where do you stand on this?
I've not really put that much thought into it, to be honest. I agree.
You'll probably tell throughout this episode that Sacha hasn't put a lot of thought into this episode at all. So.
No, I really haven't, because I spend most Christmas defending Die Hard. I would like to say, for the record, I probably invented the notion, because I've been saying it's a Christmas movie since my teens. Okay, but yeah, what was I going to say? Shit. Batman Returns. Well, listening to Neil and his points, I can't really argue with them, but I haven't seen that film since probably about 4 years ago. So it's not that fresh. It's not that fresh in my mind. And this is a film I used to watch like on the regular as a child, like growing up and stuff. So, because we only had like 2 Batman movies, we didn't have like 8. So we didn't have no Nolan trilogy. So we like rinsed those VHSs. But no, yeah, why not give it Batman Returns? Done.
Yeah, and there's scenes with Bruce and Selina under mistletoe and all that kind of stuff. So you have those Christmas threads throughout the movie. So yes, so is it a Christmas movie? Yes, Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. Right, moving on to the next one of this. Now this, I haven't seen this movie in many, many years, and I can't for the life of me think how it does fit, but I'm sure Neil will educate us. Edward Scissorhands.
Technically, yes. Technically.
How does it meet your criteria?
It meets my criteria because the finale of the film takes place at Christmas.
Okay.
The film itself doesn't take place at Christmas, but the finale, which is obviously, you know, a pivotal point of the film, it's the end. The finale of the film, and technically the beginning of the film, take place at Christmas, because when the old woman, I won't spoil this one. I'll give you guys some safe. But when the old woman is talking to the little girl, it's at Christmas.
Okay.
And then the finale of the film, when she's telling the story, takes place at Christmas. It's a Christmas party it's the preparation of a Christmas party where everything goes nuts.
Okay. So in terms of percentage of the movie, how much is it as at Christmas?
15%.
That's tight. Sasha,
It's very
Edward Scissorhands.
tight,
Is it a Christmas
but you know
movie?
what? It's very tight, but if you look at it like this, right? A pina colada is an alcoholic beverage. 15% of that is the alcohol.
Wow.
Pineapple and coconut cream.
That's some special reasoning. Yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen Edward Scissorhands since the 1990s, so I
could be the same.
I can't really weigh in here. It's not a film I revisited ever. I've definitely seen it the one time, and it was literally when it came to rent on rental. So about a year after the cinema release back in those days. So I haven't seen it since.
Okay.
I enjoyed it at the time. But no, I don't remember it that well.
No.
You know what I mean? So I can't. I didn't even realise Christmas was in the damn movie. So
that's it, and that's the thing as well. Exactly, it doesn't resonate with me in terms of being a Christmas movie because I can't remember a scene where that happens. Now, I think obviously a key scene throughout the movie, you'd think that they would resonate with a Christmas movie. I'm not sure we can call this one. I know Neil had it, but in terms of percentage,
well, look, as I said, it's the finale of the film, which is a pivotal moment because fuck it, I'm going to spoil it. Look, the moment is that Edward Scissorhands is making an ice sculpture.
That's right. Yeah.
The reason he's making the ice sculpture is for the family he lives with, their Christmas party. The Winona Ryder, her boyfriend, turns up and is pissed off with Edward because of the closeness between Edward and Winona Ryder's character. The issue is, if there wasn't a Christmas party, it wouldn't have kicked off the way it did. Because Edward wouldn't have been making the ice sculpture, which means that when the boyfriend calls his name, he wouldn't have swung his hand down, cutting her hand, which leads to the whole kerfuffle and scuffles between them. Okay. That wouldn't have taken place if it was July 4th and it's hot dogs and things, everybody's chilling, they're sitting down, nobody's making that ice sculpture.
Could you switch it out for a birthday party though? Okay, well, I might have to give you the benefit of the doubt on that one.
The reason she's dancing is because when Edward is cutting the ice, it's falling
flaking
down,
up like snow. Yeah,
the flake is falling down like snow.
Yeah. All right. So Edward Scissorhands, is it a Christmas movie? Kind of. If you watch it on December 1st or 2nd. Right. Moving on. The Shining. No. Is it a Christmas movie? The man takes his job at the hotel, shut down for Christmas, right? There's Christmas trees. Is there a Christmas tree in the lobby? I'm sure we see Christmas elements in it. So yeah, The Shining. Is it a Christmas movie?
I don't think it's a Christmas movie, personally.
And why doesn't it meet your criteria?
Because, now this one is going to be different because I haven't watched The Shining in a super, super, super long time. I mean, I know it's technically set at Christmas. He takes the job because the thing is closed at Christmas.
For the holiday season, yeah, that's right.
I don't remember there being a Christmas tree in that film. I don't remember there being any signs about Christmas other than the fact that it's the winter and I know it's closed for that period of time. That's the only thing that I recall.
Sacha, any thoughts? Sacha, you still with us? No. Okay,
He's
not
shaking his head.
Christmas movie.
He's shaking his head. He doesn't agree. It's not a
He's just
Christmas
like,
movie.
no. The Shining.
It takes place over a long period of time as well. It's not around the holiday seasons because he's there for
over the
for
months because it's there for the winter period.
Yeah, exactly. And at no point. I mean, other than not all straight out horror.
You could probably argue it's more of a New Year's party because the party rotates around New Year's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
See, in fact, there is a movie that has technically nothing to do with Christmas other than taking place around Christmas that has more Christmas in it than The Shining.
Yeah, okay. So The Shining, is it a Christmas movie? No, it's not a Christmas movie. Okay, moving on, Gremlins.
Absolutely. I watched it today. Absolutely is a Christmas movie.
It has to be, right? The whole thing is Gizmo's given us a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Present with a few rules.
Okay, no. Just with a few rules, yeah. Okay, no qualms.
You know what? I have to say, though, there is one thing, it actually hurt me a little bit. You know, when you watch those videos on the internet and they're like, 10 things wrong with this movie.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so there was one thing and it was like plot holes you didn't realize that are that ruin a movie.
Yeah, you're about to ruin this movie for me, bro.
No, because it didn't ruin it for me. It was in Gremlins, obviously, the 3 rules. Don't feed them after midnight. Keep them out of sunlight. And
don't get them wet.
Don't get them wet. The problem is, in Gremlins 1, all the gremlins run around the snow. They run around a snow-covered road. Snow is frozen water.
Right.
Snow is not always completely frozen.
Yeah. So they should have multiplied.
It was just a really cold winter.
Yeah. And they're running around that thing barefoot. So, but I was just like, who cares? I was like, it's ice and snow.
Did the gremlins have pads on their feet?
No.
Because I'm just trying to think, it's like, is it the fur that gets wet and they just don't have fur on the bottom of their feet so they're safe to walk on it?
Because it's just skin. There's no padding, it's just skin.
Okay. All right. No, it hasn't spoiled it for me. It's fine. You're good. Okay, so next up, Lethal Weapon. Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie?
Yes, it is.
Okay, do tell. Why is it? Sacha, why is it a Christmas movie?
It's at Christmas. Dinner with the family, especially at the end, because they bond. The relationship, they're bonded, and he's like, "Do you really want me to eat the worst Christmas dinner alone?" You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's that. It's mentioned throughout the movie, from Riggs's introduction when he's going to do the cocaine deal, and you've got the Christmas trees for sale everywhere. I saw it recently, so that was kind of fresh in my mind. That intro with jingle bells, yeah. Before she jumps, or falls off. There's so many Christmas references to that film. Gary Busey. Yeah,
Gary Busey.
What day is it? The day is Christmas.
Yeah, there's no arguments here. Absolutely, Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie. And
it's a Shane Black movie.
If you haven't realised it, and you're like, what are these guys talking about? You need to go back and watch the movie. Okay, what about, here's an interesting one. Eyes Wide Shut.
Never seen it.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of unwrapping in this movie, but is it a Christmas movie? So
I have not seen this movie.
Okay.
But this movie has come up in lists of like unconventional Christmas movies. And someone whose opinion I value highly has watched it and watches it pretty much every Christmas. So like, okay, if you watch it every Christmas, that means you're giving it a bar to say, yes, this is a Christmas movie.
Or are they just really horny? What is it?
Both. Definitely both.
Sacha, Eyes Wide Shut. When was the last time you saw that?
Never seen it.
Or have you seen it?
What?
No, I've never seen
interesting.
it. Never seen it. Never seen it.
Tom Cruise movie, Stanley Kubrick as well, isn't it?
It's his last film. It's his last
Stanley
film.
Kubrick, Tom Cruise movie. Neither of you seen it. Interesting. There are some elements in it that make it a Christmas movie. But when we're talking about like the spirit of Christmas and that kind of stuff, I don't feel it's there. But it's been a while since I watched it.
Film, right?
So. Yeah, well, yeah, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love. Or love in. Not so much love, but a lot of love in. So, yeah, but no, I think it's one that I'm going to have to rewatch because, again, I'm on the fence with that one. But Eyes Wide Shut, is it a Christmas movie? Possibly. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Was it on Netflix?
Yeah, because I remember it being... Is it on Netflix? Oh, no, it's a good movie.
I'm going to give it a spin tomorrow.
Okay, so next up we have Trading Places. Is Trading Places a Christmas movie?
100% yes.
Right? I mean, the guy's dressed as Santa for half the film. I mean, how's it not?
You know what? Yeah, I'm about to bring it in for you. God damn it. It's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie. Okay, for those of you listening, Neil's thrown up a couple of Funko Pops, and it very much demonstrates it as a Christmas movie. Yeah, no, there's no argument from me. It's all around Christmas. It's I fail to see your argument that it's not. So we'll move on. So those were my original list, and then Neil threw some movies in there. And this one, there's a few here I'm fascinated to talk about. So we'll talk about this one first. So Ghostbusters 2. Is Ghostbusters 2 a Christmas movie?
Technically, Ghostbusters 2 can be considered a holiday movie. Because if you think about it, the film finishes on New Year's Eve / New Year's Day. But in order to do that, it also there are moments that actually take place at Christmas.
Yeah,
and when I say remember, there are, because initially I was like, "Oh, this ain't a Christmas movie," and I watched it again for like the first time in quite some time, and there's actually during a couple of montages, I think there's 2 montages, and during one of them, you see all of them together. Christmas hats on, running through the streets after they've just caught a ghost. And I was like, right, you're in Christmas hats. The movie finishes at New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is 7 days after Christmas Eve. That means you was handling business during Christmas. We can count it.
It's interesting. We're going to have to revisit our top 10 Christmas movies next year, I think, because obviously there's new Christmas movies since, but qualification and boundaries may have changed. Okay.
Oh, there's a movie that needs to go in as well.
I don't think Ghostbusters
Sacha, what's your
is.
thoughts?
I don't think it is.
Ooh,
I mean,
challenge.
And I agree. I agree. Christmas is in it very briefly, but that's the whole thing. It's very briefly. It's not the highlight. The Christmas Carols is not part of the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack. I know that because I have Simon Marrick's copy of Ghostbusters 2 on cassette tape that's been in my house for probably about 25 years, and it's not on there, okay? Bobby Brown, On Your Own, is up in there, along with, loads of other stuff. And no, there are no Christmas songs on that soundtrack. So it doesn't highlight it as a holiday event in the movie at all. New Year for sure, because obviously at the end of the movie they sing the damn song. The New Year's
so
spirit.
We need to add it with The Shining as a New Year's movie.
I'll agree.
I agree with Sash on this one.
And the other thing is, I've seen that movie so many goddamn times. Okay, so like when people were like saying, and this isn't just Neil, someone else had mentioned it as well. It's like, no, it's technically a Christmas movie. I was like, okay, like I know I'm a big cheerleader for Die Hard, but like. No, this is scraping the barrel. You know what I mean? Because there's so many other factors with the movies that I have agreed with, if that makes sense, where I can argue my point. But I just feel with Ghostbusters 2, we're just really scraping.
It's a stretch.
it's
I
too
don't think
much of a
montages can count.
Yeah.
I don't think montages can count, because some films they show a montage throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
So it's an Easter movie, it's a Thanksgiving movie, it's 4th of July movie. So no, I think we're going to have to give Ghostbusters 2 the pass on that one. I think you're outranked on this one. Outvoted on this one, Neil. Okay, what about? So you've put down Deadpool.
Yes.
Now, explain.
Right. Okay. So Deadpool 1. He actually says to what's the guy's name? Dopinder.
Mm-hmm.
He says Merry Christmas, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But the next line of dialogue could indicate that it might not be taking place at Christmas. However, in the I guess it's a deleted scene / an extended part of a scene when Wade is hunting all of the guys involved in the Weapon X program. He pins them to a Christmas tree, like an advent calendar.
Okay.
And he put Francis at the top of that calendar. And the reason that is because the film is taking place in the course of December.
Right.
So it's taking place during Christmas. And he's like, I'm going to get him at Christmas. Like, he makes a point of reference that he's like, this is happening at Christmas.
Yeah, I think that's a stretch, bro. I think that's
especially if it happened in a deleted scene, because deleted scenes were deleted for a reason. They're not part of the actual.
Let's not go that route, because there's plenty of films that we know and love that have scenes that were deleted. Right, time constraints is a big reason.
But unless it's reinserted by the director themselves at a later date, then fine, I'll get on board with that.
Yeah,
if there's a special edition.
If they're allowed to do that, if they get given permission to do an extended cut. Not everybody can be James Cameron or Ridley Scott.
Yeah, but the cut is the cut, and if it's not in the cut, it doesn't count. It's invalid.
Because your general audience aren't going to appreciate that it's a Christmas movie. I think that's the main thing. So for our listeners out there, if they sit down and watch that, be like, "Yo, what are you talking about? It's a Christmas movie." We got a reputation to uphold here, Neil. You got to think about our rep.
I will say then, judging by that metric, Once Upon a Deadpool, which is the PG-13 version of Deadpool 2, is a Christmas movie. Then
I will give you that.
Yeah. Okay.
I will give you that.
I'll get on board with that. That's fine. I'll give you that. So Deadpool 1, no. Deadpool 2, no. Deadpool PG-13 rated version. Once Upon a Deadpool is a Christmas movie. All right.
I got weighted now at one point.
So Marvel's got a Christmas movie.
They got two.
Well, they got two. They got Guardians as well now, right? So Christmas special.
3. Iron Man 3. Yeah. It's set at Christmas. Yes, it's set at Christmas.
I need to rewatch it.
The giant teddy bear that he gives Pepper. Yeah, the giant teddy bear he gives Pepper is a Christmas gift. The fact that he winds up in that town at Christmas. Jokes and references are made by the fact that it's Christmas.
Yeah.
I'll give you it on the fact that it's a Shane Black movie.
Yeah.
He gives the garage he gives the kid is a Christmas gift.
Okay. All right. Talking about Shane Black then, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, is it a Christmas movie?
Yes. Yes.
All right, Sacha, tell us, how is it a Christmas movie?
As a Christmas movie? It's set at damn Christmas. The opening is nothing but Christmas. She's like Mrs. Claus on the sleigh. You know, I don't know how much more Christmas and the biggest present is. She finds out who she is at the end, you know?
Hey, nice.
So...
okay, so is it a Christmas movie? Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, yes. Iron Man 3, yes. Okay, Shazam.
Oh, wait. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Yes.
Oh, I was getting confused with The Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh
no, both of them are Christmas movies.
I was going to say, I haven't watched Kiss Kiss Bang Bang in ages, so you telling me what happens, I'm like, yeah, cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, I think, you know what?
Robert
with that
Downey
one,
Jr., Val Kilmer.
Yeah, with that one, okay, there's a lot of Christmas stuff in there, for sure, but it's not... Whereas with Die Hard, it's about a guy trying to meet his family, etc.
Yeah.
This one's just a scenario set at Christmas. I don't think. I think you could. I think you could. No, because we established that he's trying to meet his family in the first place. That's a big element of the story, and the fact it's set at a Christmas party. Whereas with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, okay, Christmas is there in the story, but it doesn't serve the story in any kind of way. There's nothing about the characters that it's, maybe that he was stealing a toy for his son for Christmas. They got him in the adventure in the first place. Maybe you could say that, but I say that's a bit of a stretch because at no point other than that one incident does it serve the story as such. Kind of thing, but there is Christmas music. She is dressed up as like a Mrs. Claus type thing. There is a Christmas party because he does go to a party, but it's not. If you took Christmas out of that film, it changes nothing. You know what I mean? So,
okay.
Yeah. There could be some arguments made for other films that if you just removed Christmas and replaced it with something else, it would still work. So, like, for instance, Die Hard could have been a New Year's party, for example. But hey. So,
but
yeah,
then
potentially Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
But the whole point of his visit is the crux that he's seeing his family at Christmas.
Yeah. No, I get that.
So,
okay, so, but then the same argument, he's stealing a toy for his son at Christmas, and that's the crux of the movie starting there. Where it goes, you could argue. So, all right, so, but yeah, in terms of the Long Kiss Goodnight, Gina Davis, Samuel L. Jackson.
100% Christmas movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally on board with that. Neil, Shazam.
Yes, because Shazam,
it's a Christmas movie.
To me, it's a Christmas movie, and I'll break down why. The beginning of the movie is set at Christmas. When they fast forward all those years, they fast forward to another Christmas.
Yeah.
Right? When we meet Billy Batson, it's Christmas season. Right? And it's the finale of the movie takes place at a Winter Wonderland type Christmas venue.
Yeah, right? I'm on board.
I'm like, that's Christmas right there.
Yeah. Sacha, any complaints?
No, I'm with him.
We'll take that as a Christmas movie. Cool. Bridget Jones's Diary. Is it a Christmas movie?
I threw this in there because of the whole Once Upon a Deadpool thing. Right? So I was told that Once Upon a Deadpool isn't a Christmas movie. And I argued it was. And then I was told, why don't you watch Bridget Jones's Diary? So I watched it, and I was like, I'm dubious about this because the start of the movie and the end of the movie both take place at Christmas.
Yeah.
But that is the bookends because the movie takes place over the course of a year. It's a full calendar year that the movie takes place in. But the inciting incident and the finale both take place at Christmas. So I suppose you could give it that.
Based on your fact that Edward Scissorhands finishes at Christmas, I think you have to give this a Christmas
tag. If an important moment in the film, i.e. the inciting incident or the finale, take place at Christmas, I gotta give you the spot.
Give you the stamp.
Which I think the end of the movie is at New Year's.
Yeah. All right. Okay, you have to explain these ones to me. The Jumanji movies.
Yes, so The Rock and Kevin Hart's Jumanji movies, both of them take place at Christmas.
As in before they go into the game?
Before they go into the game, it takes place at Christmas. And if you think about it, when they exit the game, it's Christmas. In fact, the second movie, the whole point of the second movie is they meet up together. They reconnect because it's Christmas.
So from a story-serving point of view, yeah, okay, I can see your argument. Sacha, Jumanji, 2 and 3.
I've only seen those films once. I'm not qualified to even say anything.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
I have to take your lead on that one, Neil, because I've seen them both once. It doesn't resonate with me as Christmas movies.
I know, because in your head, when you think about the movie, you think, I see the desert, I see the jungle, hippos, I see monkeys. I don't see Christmas, but the bookends of them are at Christmas.
I think when you rewatch these movies, you'll look at them slightly differently now as well, and you'll be like, okay, and then we'll take that on board. Okay, now, I've never seen this movie, but it's always in the top 2 or 3 Christmas movies of all time.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna catch
Neil has put it up for debate, and I don't know which way he's going, so I'm presuming he's going to fight against it. But It's a Wonderful Life.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a Christmas movie?
Yeah. Never seen it.
This movie. Let me break it down. This movie barely makes it in as a Christmas movie.
Okay.
By my metric, either inciting incident or major point in the movie or finale need to take place at Christmas. The finale of this movie takes place at Christmas, right? And technically, everything in present day is happening at Christmas. However, this long ass, over 2 hours in length movie, the entire movie is about this guy's life. His whole life. And it shows you his childhood, his teenage years, college years, grown man years, everything that's happening in his life. And then the thing that everyone remembers is basically like the last 25 minutes, half an hour of this movie, where he gets shown what the world would look like if he'd never been born. And then at the end of it, because it's Christmas, he runs home to his family and he's screaming Merry Christmas everywhere he goes, because he's remembering, oh, that building wasn't the cinema in the world that I wasn't born in.
Right.
That wasn't the pool hall, and that wasn't this, So he's remembering that, and he runs home into his house, and it's Christmas. And there's the whole thing, every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. And it happens because the bells are ringing on a Christmas tree. But I'm like, that's real thin. But I have allowed other films in. I've said that I count other films as Christmas.
I was going to say, you gave Ghostbusters 2 a pass.
Yeah, I was like, I've let slide. So I was like, I'm going to let it slide. But I had to point that out.
All right, fair enough. All right, I understand your argument. It's flawed, but I understand it. Okay, talk me through this one. Prometheus?
It takes place at Christmas. If you look at the length of the film, right, in their world, the length of the film is over the course of about 2-3 days, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. When they arrive on not LV-24, right? When they land on that planet, the first thing that Idris Elba does is set up a Christmas tree. And when Charlize Theron says to him, when Vickers, she's like, what are you doing? He's like, it's Christmas. You can't have Christmas without a Christmas tree.
Sacha, I remember the scene. I've seen this movie once, I think. So
I've seen it twice. Funnily enough, and it's one I really want to rewatch again because I never hated it. Like sure, it has some dumb moments in it, like character moments, but that aside, I found it, pretty entertaining and pretty, good for what it was, and I really enjoyed it. A lot better than bloody Covenant. But
if I'd say with Covenant, I'm not Covenant, sorry. I'd say with Prometheus, if it wasn't the fact that it's a prequel to Alien and you're supposed to view it in that, if you were just looking at it as like it's its own thing, it's a sci-fi movie, I'd probably go down as one of the top science fiction movies.
Yeah, totally. I actually think if you'd cut the bit at the end that basically goes, look, dumb people, Alien.
Yeah, you've always said
you would have walked out that and you would have been like, oh, sick. And what they should have done is like then after when everyone's seen it, reveal it as the Alien prequel. You know what I mean? And then people would have been like, "Oh snap, that's pretty cool." You know what I mean? But just the fact that they gave it in your face and they hyped it up, and you know what I mean? I think that kind of takes away from the movie itself. But you know what? It's not a bad movie. I need to rewatch it again because I probably just enjoy it even more. I know it's definitely one of those films I'm probably going to like the more I watch it. But you know, because I definitely enjoyed it the second time a bit more. You know what I mean?
I would also say,
but,
both of you,
back to the point.
Hang on, what's that, Neil?
Point, because we've totally sidestepped. Sure, like Christmas is in it briefly though, just for the one line. It doesn't do anything to the plot. It doesn't stay or change the movie in any kind of way. There are 100% no Christmas carols or songs in the soundtrack. If there was, you know, if they had an action scene and like a tape went off and Jingle Bells was playing, that would have made me laugh my ass off. Or I guess it depends how it's shot. But you know, none of that happened.
I need to watch it again to see if Idris is humming a Christmas tune when he's putting up the tree.
Yeah, I don't know. And again, I haven't seen it in such a long time. Last time I saw it was literally the week before I saw, literally the same couple of days before I saw Covenant. So it's been a while. So it's not, and it's not a film. I think out of all of those films, the one I watch the most is Aliens. Okay, I'll watch Aliens in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if I came onto it on TV, no matter what point it is, I'm watching it through. You know what I mean?
Watching it
that
through.
film,
yeah.
that film is that good. Okay, the rest of them, like I know there's the whole thing, like Ridley Scott's one's better because it's original. Fuck that shit. James Cameron's Aliens is why I watch films. It's a damn good time, and yeah, it's just so good. But like everything else, like I've seen them a bunch of times. But you know what I mean? Not enough to memorize this bit there, that bit there, that line of dialogue there. Whereas Aliens, I could quote all day long, man. And like, you know what I mean? Scene for scene, word for word. You know, Alien 1, I've probably seen it about 7 times in my life. Aliens, I've seen it countless of times. I can't even count. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, was there any other movies you guys wanted to bring up? Because I think that covers our list.
Coming to America. Eddie Murphy.
There is Christmas in
that's
there.
a Christmas movie, isn't it? Yeah.
Christmas movie.
Yeah, we'll give you that.
Yeah, no arguments from me. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll take that to the bank. All right, cool. Well, there you go, guys. So we've hopefully expanded your movie watching repertoire for the holiday season. Let us know your thoughts. Do you agree with any of these? Do you disagree? But if you do, tell us why. Why do you disagree? Why are they not Christmas movies? Because I think we've justified most. Neil managed to get some in there on on thin ice, but
Hey, look, man.
I think he adds these just so he doesn't have to add more Hallmark movies to his 30-day watch list. It's like, if I'm going to do this, I need some variation here. I need some of this stuff. I need a Ghostbusters 2. I need.
Hey, look, I got some movies that go into my Christmas watching list, like Krampus and Silent Night, Deadly Night. I'm like, I'll watch a movie. Like, if Santa's in it, it passes.
It passes. Cool. Okay. Well, look, thank you very much to our listeners and our watchers. We really appreciate it. Thank you for all your support this year. We just enjoy doing this podcast. So anything you can do to help us by clicking that like and subscribe, we'd appreciate it. And we got some fun stuff coming up in the new year. So the next week or so, we're going to be discussing Superman. We are going to be looking at recasting that movie, rebooting it, and what we would do now with Superman. So that's Superman What Next. We're all going to start our creative casting episodes, where we're going to take a movie and basically cast it with actors from a different period and generation, so 70s, 80s, 90s, and see what that would look like. So we're going to have some fun with that. And we'll also bring out our sort of like top 10 movies of most anticipated movies of 2023. And obviously we're going to have to do a 2022 roundup, our top movies of 2022. So we probably won't do that straight away because I think there's a few movies where people will need to catch up and see, like The Fabelmans and stuff like that. There's a few movies that I need to watch, which haven't been readily available in the UK yet. So, but yeah, saying that, I'll probably watch it in the next few days. But anyway, thank you very much, gentlemen, as always. And to everyone else, Merry Christmas. Peace out.
Peace.